Hi, welcome to Farms at the Y, Teen Cooking. I'm Camden, and to my left I have Maya, to my right Adoshi. Today we'll be working with beets. We'll be making the Beetnik cake. We used beets last week, so we're kind of continuing that theme. I don't know about you guys, I feel like they're kind of fall theme. Do you agree?
I guess.
No?
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay, they're not. Just to me. Okay. So to start, I guess I'll go through the ingredients, then we can get started with the directions. Of course, you're going to need 3 cups of boiled and peeled beets, which will eventually puree and turn into a liquid form. We're going to need cocoa powder, oil, a little bit of vanilla extract, applesauce, sugar, baking soda, eggs, all-purpose flour and whole wheat flour if possible, and some salt. So to get started, definitely want to preheat your oven. We have it all set up, 350 degrees, and then we'll also need to grease a baking sheet today. We'll be using
Is that grease?
9 by 13, but no, we definitely need to grease this. But honestly, any size that you'd like. You can work with these ingredients. So we'll just put that down here. The beets are definitely the most important part of this recipe. It's going to take a little while to boil them, so you want to incorporate 45 minutes or so just to boil them nicely before we get started on the actual mixing of the cake. So over here, we actually pre-boiled some beets. They're a little bit squishy, they're very purple, and we'll get started on peeling these. I think Maya mentioned, are you gonna go gloves on?
I have one glove on.
One glove? Okay. I'm not sure where the gloves are, but, okay.
Okay, I'm gonna put on some gloves.
I would say gloves.
I have one glove on only because I have a cut on my hand, so I just don't want to get anything on the food.
Yep.
So
That's a good point. Make sure to wash your hands before baking or cooking, anything in the kitchen. Ooh, these are really small. Okay.
Oh wow.
So we can each peel a few. And you can either do this with your hands, which is what I think we're going towards, or you can peel them with
a peeler. Which is what I'm going to be doing, since I think it's faster.
Yeah. So just take your beet. Eventually we'll trim them a little bit, but for now you can just rub at the skin, or skin.
Take off the side.
Take off the. Oh, do we want to take these off first?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yep, that's a good. Maya's the beet expert, so she knows about the order of getting these beets right, because you definitely don't want this root part.
I mean, you could peel, but I think it would be easier.
No, that's a good. Yep, that's a good call.
Because then you're not peeling something that you don't need to. And it's
good. I'm gonna grab this knife. Knife safety.
I think they're by there, right?
Okay.
Yeah, they're by Camden.
And I'm not sure if the camera will pick this up, but
excuse me.
The beet has this really beautiful ring around the inside that you can, just a nice natural growth. It's really cool. And it's just so pigmented and pretty.
When you're peeling though, you want to make sure you're peeling away from you, since this is still really sharp.
Ooh, yep.
So
it definitely takes a second to adjust to peeling with by hand, but
yeah,
it's really fun. I could do this
How many
for a
are
long
we
time. I think we need, so we have around a cup of pureed beets already. So I think the recipe calls for 3 cups. So we should probably at least half of this of what we've boiled.
Do we want to cut these up and make them smaller to go in there?
Sure, yeah. Yep, so when we put the beets in the food processor, we're also going to put some of the water that we boiled the beets in, which is this big container of purple juice over here. And that will just help with moisture, and will also help get the food processor up and running.
I'm scared. Can you?
I think this is good.
Do you need compost?
Yeah, yep, probably good.
Because you want to make sure you're cleaning your cutting board as you go.
Yep.
Yeah.
So.
I have to say the texture of this is really fun. Like
Yeah, it's weird, but it's really
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
Like,
Yep.
Nice
Oh.
smooth.
Yeah. And it's really, really satisfying to peel with your hands. This is really fun. And beets are a little bit scary. Like this guy right here
looks like
does not look like something that you can eat. Yeah, it just does, like these little ends, like little hairs, don't look appetizing, but after boiling them, they definitely look more edible and are a lot less scary.
Yeah.
So that's one thing that I've learned. So I feel like we're almost good on the beets.
Yeah.
But this is definitely a bit of a time-consuming process, and especially boiling them takes some time in advance. So definitely factor this into the amount of time that you have for a recipe. Yep, so we can move over to the food processor.
I'll bring this over.
And I'm actually, if you wore gloves, you can take them off. But also it's totally okay to do the beet things without gloves. Ooh, thank you.
I mean,
It's,
it will get
yeah.
purple, but I don't think
Yeah.
it really stays on that long.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna put a few of these in. And the food processor is so satisfying that if you have one at home, I feel like this is the beet juice. So this is the water that the beets were boiled in. It kind of looks like grape juice, but it's not.
The blood of our enemies.
The blood of the beets. So make sure that your food processor is fully locked and ready to go. I think this one has safety measures. Let's just turn this on. Ooh, wow. Pretty.
It's like magenta.
Yeah.
It looks really cool.
Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna add a few more. Go through this stockpile that we have. Okay.
That's okay.
Okay, I'm definitely gonna add a little bit more of this beet juice that we have. This is a lot. I don't think we're definitely not gonna use all of it, but
You probably want a little bit more liquid.
little bit more?
Instead of thick. Well, we're good. No, I meant that.
Okay. We have an offstage direction.
So, might be a little too much, so you
Yeah.
might have to a little modify.
Yep, we can definitely adjust. We have more beets. Balance. Okay. Right. Okay. We're gonna add just a few more beets to this. It's definitely a balancing game. But yeah, you can pour them in.
And these are little tiny beets.
Oh yeah.
Or already.
Yep.
Stuff.
Yeah, they smell really good.
They do.
The aroma of beets after they've been after a few days is insane. Okay. So this does take a while, this process. So I would also recommend factoring in some time for this, as it does not state how long it will take on the recipe, but we'll just keep blending. Okay.
Oh, scrape over there.
Okay, so if you see some buildup forming on the sides, oh wow, this is this is really sorry. This is crazy. I recommend scraping around the sides and just.
Oh, that smells really good.
This is a huge stockpile of beets. If anybody needs beets, you know where to find us.
Yeah, that's definitely more than we need. And we also actually have more right here, but
Yeah.
We're not gonna
We'll use the fresh stuff. Okay. We're gonna blend for just a little bit more, a little longer. Okay, so to your best judgment, if everything looks combined and juicy, then you should be good to go. Safety feature, unplug.
All done, unplugged.
Yep.
Go. Let's measure it out.
Now, how much do we need?
3 cups.
So yes, for the recipe we'll need 3 cups
Okay, so let's see.
of
This one.
beets, and we'll pour it into this bowl. It already has beet juice on it. So
So I think that one's probably gonna be more.
Oh,
Yeah.
good.
okay.
That's 2 cups. So 3 cups is here.
Okay. So I'm gonna hold on to the blade right here just so that it doesn't fall out.
Yeah.
But just gently pour this.
We'll tell you when you're good.
Okay.
It's like a smoothie.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, definitely got the like smooth texture.
Yep.
I think that should be good.
Okay.
We're gonna.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is perfect.
Yeah.
Absolutely
all on the
on
way,
point.
So are we adding to this bowl?
Right down.
Yeah. Okay.
I don't know if this is
So
Dump it.
You think this is
yeah, no, that's all right. We can just
Okay.
yeah. Yep.
Beet sauce.
So now what we need to do is we'll mix these beets with all of the wet ingredients for this recipe. So
I think most of those are over there.
yeah,
We may
Okay.
need a bigger scraper for this.
this might not be a big enough bowl, but it's trial and error with bowl sizes. So this bigger bowl is definitely what we need.
That is the biggest bowl I've ever seen.
I know, and we have an even bigger one yet to
sweet.
come.
How big
So-
is this cake gonna be?
Not that big, but
Actually, that's a good question. This should serve 20 people, but there are 3 of us, so we can have super large portions.
I mean, we also have more backstage.
Oh yeah, you all get a bite.
Fight you for it.
Okay. So
Whoa.
you'll need 2 eggs for this recipe. We're gonna crack them separately just because they're local and super fresh. So we might get 2 yolks in 1 egg, which would be really exciting.
Fingers crossed.
I know.
And also, just because to make sure you
Just
don't
in
have any
case.
shells too.
Yeah. Yep.
It helps to make sure you don't have shells.
Oh, I'm really awful at cutting it at cracking eggs, but we'll use. Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay, yeah. So we have a compost bucket over here.
Yeah. You could save this stuff for a garden.
So okay, compost. So next, what we're gonna need for liquids are oil. So we're gonna get 3 over there. Yep.
Those are Here.
And we can just pour all the wet ingredients into this right now. But, oh yeah.
Do you guys
It's
want a
so
bigger scraper?
purple.
I mean,
For now,
it's working.
yep. I'll pour the eggs in.
Okay. You can do this.
Oil. So it calls for 3/4 of a cup of oil, but this is 1 cup. Guesstimate, probably.
Like,
We'll help you. And stop.
yeah.
Yep.
Not good.
Okay. Pour it in.
Okay. Next.
We need vanilla and applesauce, and then we should be good with wet ingredients.
Ooh,
How much
applesauce.
do we need vanilla?
That is fancy.
Okay.
We'll need 2 teaspoons of, no, 1 tablespoon of vanilla
Yeah.
extract.
Okay.
Yep.
I'll do that.
Okay.
Over here.
And then the applesauce. We have some applesauce pre-made, thankfully. But you can also make your own applesauce. If you want to extend this process, it's really fun. This measuring cup was clean, so I just dug right into the jar. Oh, applesauce. Sorry, guys. Okay, so then we'll need to mix this. And you can mix this by hand, or you can put it in a mixer, but just for today, we'll mix it with our hand, by hand.
There's some things back here. Spatula.
Oh, perfect. Okay, yeah. So while Maya's mixing the wet ingredients, we're gonna get started on the dry ingredients. And we'll use the even bigger bowl for this one. And we'll just
Oh goodness.
move some things for spacing reasons. So for dry ingredients, you're gonna need cocoa powder, sugar, baking soda, flour, all-purpose flour and wheat flour, and salt. So we have all of those ingredients right here, organizationally. It's
I'm gonna.
this is very messy, but we're gonna put them right here.
All right.
So you need 1 2/3 cup of whole
1
wheat
1/2.
flour.
Oh yes.
Wait,
There we go.
are you reading that one?
1 1/2 cups of regular flour, and then 1 2/3 of whole wheat.
Okay. 1 2/3. And I think mixing flour is actually will add to the recipe a
I will
lot.
get a knife. Because we gotta be super precise with
Yeah.
the
Yep.
flour.
Oh yeah. Get that extra. With flour, I always get it all over my kitchen. So honestly, we don't even need to do it over the bag. It's just,
There we go.
we need to get a little bit messier in here.
Yes.
Make it
That
feel
means-
more like home.
Then you have more, because then you have to clean it up.
Alrighty. And then 1 1/2 cups of
Yep,
regular.
so now we're gonna use 1 1/2 cups of regular flour.
Okay, I have a
Oh,
question.
and loosen it up a bit
Yep.
before
Is
we
it
start.
okay that there's a clump of beet in here? Like a whole beet?
I would say take that out.
Okay.
Good catch though.
Okay.
Yep. I mean, if you prefer to
Alright, we're gonna need more on that one.
a little more. Yeah. Okay, I'll just add to the next top. Okay.
Hey, what's
1
1
and a half.
So we don't
We
have
need
a
a half.
full. We're gonna guesstimate on this one. And
Good
if it-
luck us.
okay.
remember you said you're gonna add?
Does that look good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. What's next?
Perfect. So now let's do baking soda. Yep.
1 T, capital T?
Tablespoon.
Tablespoon, there's a tablespoon. This
Wait,
one's
once I'm gonna check on this.
That's okay. We'll be
2 teaspoons.
2 teaspoons of baking soda.
Yes.
Okay. Here's teaspoon. And then I'll do the cocoa while we do the baking soda.
Yeah, teaspoon.
You need 2/3 of a cup of baking soda, which is actually more than I expected, but that is a really bad method. Wow.
You might have to
Jeez.
Can I
pour
have
it.
some help?
Oh my
I
goodness.
can't get it in.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm just gonna
I
pour.
don't know how to do that.
Okay.
I love to guesstimate in the kitchen.
So since this one is small, I'm pouring it. I guess I'm doing it over the bowl.
Oh, okay, perfect.
One reason we do that.
Yep, that's good.
I mean, it's not perfect, but
Okay, I'm actually gonna get a teaspoon and just,
you know, a tablespoon will work faster. Oh, I'd say that works
It's
great.
all right. Okay. Yep.
Yeah.
We're
Hey,
gonna come on
good
the
enough.
the massier the better. Okay, so here's our cocoa powder. We need
Alright.
baking powder and sugar, and then we're good to go.
And do sugar.
Oh, sugar.
Yep.
Okay, how much
That's
sugar
1
do we need?
cup.
1 cup. All right,
This is
Surprisingly small amount for cakes I've
go
made.
for it. And we'll also need some salt. 1/4 of a teaspoon of salt.
Is there butter in this?
There's no butter in this.
Oh, wow, sweet.
well, we do have to grease.
So,
No need.
you may want to do a bit less than
Yes.
the measured amount of the salt because,
Okay.
of course, it's
Okay.
salt.
It's not perfect, but
That looks good. Great.
And we're sure that's sugar?
Yeah.
yes.
Okay, okay.
I know. Double check your ingredients too.
I mean,
You never
this
know.
is a lot of salt.
I know. That would be.
Okay,
Well,
Well,
that
if you're
would be
gonna
really,
make
really
movie
bad.
theater popcorn,
That'd be
then
really
you'll need it.
and the top says sugar, so we're good.
Okay. So now we'll just mix these really quickly.
Yeah.
The dry, and then we'll add in the wet with the dry.
Do we want to add the wine to
You know
here?
what?
Yep.
I'm too scared to do that.
Okay.
I'll do
Here. Yeah. Sure. Go for it.
Okay.
Okay.
So we actually have some liquid on the top of this one.
That's okay.
I'll wait for you.
Well, it'll mix back. It'll mix
Yeah.
back in. If there's separation, just
Mix it.
Mix it a little bit more, and it should be fine. If it's not going back together, then that might be a little concerning.
It's a problem.
But yep, pour it in. Perfect.
So now just gonna scrape this around.
Yep. And Adoshi, will we mix this? If you could grease the
Yes.
pan
Are we using butter or oil?
a little.
A brush. That is fancy.
Yeah.
I usually use butter on a paper towel.
Yep.
Really?
Me too. Yeah. Wait. How do you guys butter things?
Oh, I just use a stick and like rub it all around.
Stick? Okay. Me too.
I take a paper towel and just rub it on the paper towel and then rub it on the pan.
That's a good method.
I made paranoid about this, so I'm good. We're good.
Okay, so now once the beet mixture, the wet mixture is poured in, we're just gonna slowly, gently mix the wet with the dry.
It's kind of cool how it looks.
Yeah, the purple is really pretty, and it's mixing with the dry slowly.
But you
Wow.
can really smell the cocoa powder.
Okay,
Yeah.
there's a bug on there.
And beets, like this cake does have a lot of sugar in it, but at the same time, I feel like the beets cancel out that sweetness,
Yeah.
that
Sugar.
processed sugar in a sense, because it has so many nutrients and is so good for you and essential to your diet that it's actually, this might be a good treat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially after Halloween, I feel like I need to cleanse my body.
I ate almost a full bag of candy.
Wow. So this, I don't think that you want to over mix this too much. I might have just done that, but once it looks like the beet has fully mixed in with the cocoa powder dry mixture, we're gonna transfer this to the pan.
All
All
right.
purple.
Yeah, it's so purple. It's really cool.
Oh, this is going to be a really pretty cake.
It's really pretty. I don't know what will happen when we bake it, but I guess we'll have to see.
Yes, it's a mystery.
Yeah.
Okay, I think
So let's move some things.
Yeah. We can put this back here. I got this.
Yep. Here.
Oh, and rule number 1 of cooking with vegetables and things that are supposed to be treats, never tell anyone.
Yeah. Oh yeah. This is just a purple cake.
Yeah.
You know?
Food coloring.
Yeah. No one knows, and then they try it, and they love it, and then you say, "Oh, there are beets in this."
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that.
So I'm definitely blocking the visibility of this, but I'm just slowly pouring into the pan. Thank you. Yeah, this is definitely helpful with, it's nice to have
There's some falling.
I know, so we don't want to lose.
Yeah. And, I mean, it's not mandatory, but you do want to try to keep as much off the sides, because then that will just burn up. And it
Very good point.
Oh goodness.
Hard to get
off.
So,
Okay, so then I'm just gonna, with the spatula, I'm just gonna spread it.
and making sure it's even.
Yep, across this pan. Yep. Oh, I did.
I mean,
Okay,
it helps
so
after the second one.
how does that look to you guys? Is that pretty
There
even?
might
Or should I
some
get the
in the
corners
corners. Yeah.
Yeah, because like
Okay.
that corner's like not even have any.
Okay. So this is, we're wrapping up with this here. All we have left to do is put it in the oven, and then when it comes out, we could even sprinkle some powdered sugar on it. But we'll just have to wait a little while.
All right.
We're gonna put this in for 30 minutes.
All right.
I'm gonna put it in
Timer. Does anyone have timer?
a timer. Yeah, make sure to set your timer.
Okay. This is
Okay.
actually our finished product that we already had pre-made,
Yep.
and it actually completely switched colors.
Oh wow.
So if you remember, it was a reddish, purplish
Pink.
Yeah,
color,
magenta.
magenta,
Beautiful purple.
and now it's like completely brown.
It looks
Yep.
like a Hershey bar.
It looks
Yeah.
like there's like a little bit of oil on the top. Do we have plates?
Oh, yep.
Oh, wait.
Okay. And this specific recipe serves 20, but I could eat the whole thing in one
Yeah.
sitting. So
I mean, maybe not the whole thing one day, but
in a
I'm
few
not sure.
sittings.
I'm not sure if I can make this serve 20.
Okay, let's try it. Do we have?
Over
Yep.
over here.
Okay. Thank you.
Stole it.
Thank you. Okay, we'll spread out to eat it.
More little corners.
Yep.
Oh, I'm excited to try this. It tastes just like a regular cake. There's a hint of beef, but it's good.
Wow.
It
I
basically
could probably use some frosting though.
it tastes like a chocolate cake, except I don't know what the word is. Like kind of like a chocolate cake,
Beef-esque.
except there's like a little bit of a difference. I just don't know like how to describe it.
It seems a little bit more. It's not really that moist. Bad buzzword. Sorry, but it's more compact and a little bit more wet, but it's not overly mushy. It's actually keeping its shape really well. And it's not dry like most cakes that could fall apart.
Yeah.
It's firm, but it's not too dry, which is really nice. And it tastes exactly like a normal cake would, with a tiny hint of a beet. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you follow this recipe. Look it up, add your own style to it. Let us know how it goes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Bye.
Yay.